it's great now. Yeah, maybe I deserve it, feel like Drake now.
Okay, a Tava.
Put some millions in my bank now.
Okay, a Tava.
Changing lives up every day now. Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. Yeah, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. We gon' let this way forever, not just right now. We gon' let this way forever, it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle.
I take a trip up to the island, Tava lifestyle. I spend the cash and get it back, I mean it right now. Ooh, this stuff that come with Tava lifestyle. Ooh, I fell in love with Tava lifestyle. We gon' get it, lose the weight, and then we bless up. And they been hating on us just cause we was next up. Ooh, that's my lifestyle. Oh, I'm young and living with this Tava lifestyle.
Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. Yeah, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. We gon' let this way forever, not just right now. We gon' let this way forever, it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, let go. It's a lifestyle, let go. Yeah, yeah, ay, ay, ay.
Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. Yeah, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. We gon' let this way forever, not just right now. We gon' let this way forever, it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. Got me feeling like I will live forever. No, they dying, but it still ain't no pressure.
Okay, a Tava.
It's an art, like a ship, it's a vessel.
Okay, a Tava.
We riding to another level. Move, we move with purpose, life is great now. Yeah, maybe I deserve it, feel like Drake now.
Okay, a Tava.
Put some millions in my bank now.
Okay, a Tava.
Changing lives up every day now. Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. Yeah, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. We gon' let this way forever, not just right now. We gon' let this way forever, it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle.
I take a trip up to the island, Tava lifestyle. I spend the cash and get it back, I mean it right now. Ooh, this stuff that come with Tava lifestyle. Ooh, I fell in love with Tava lifestyle. We gon' get it, lose the weight, and then we bless up. And they been hating on us just cause we was next up. Ooh, that's my lifestyle. Oh, I'm young and living with this Tava lifestyle.
Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. Yeah, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. We gon' let this way forever, not just right now. We gon' let this way forever, it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle.
Okay, let's try that one more time. Can you guys hear me clearly? Let me know if you can hear me clearly. If you can, I want to tell you welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Tava Lifestyle. Let me tell you something. If you are a guest on this line tonight, you are in for a treat tonight. I'm telling you, I am so super excited. I'm having a hard time containing myself. So if I go a little off to the left, it's because today has been such a super exciting day. I've seen some things happen for some people today that are absolutely life-changing. So before we do anything else, if you are a guest on the line tonight, get back to the person who invited you and say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because if you catch this vision tonight, your life changes forever. ever. Again, my name is Dori Ray. On all of my social media platforms, I'm known as Dori on Purpose, and I'm here to share with you an incredible opportunity with Tava Lifestyle. So let's jump right into this information. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself as I tell you this story along the way, but here's where I want to start. I'm just a girl from the hood. I'm just a girl from the hood who wanted to do good. If anybody has ever had an opportunity to work with me, I'm just a regular old girl with some gifts and talents that were given to me by God. And I understand that when you help other people get what you want, by default, you always get what you want. See, I am a girl who is called a baby boomer. See, I was part of that generation as I will celebrate my 57th birthday this year. I was part of that generation that we didn't question our parents. If my father said jump, it was never why. Not like my children, it was how high. We didn't ask questions. So when my father said, Dori, the best way to freedom in these United States of America is for you to take those gifts you got, you go to school, you get a good education, you parlay that education into a good job. Most people work that good job for 40 years. Then they do that 40 hours a week. Then they retire on 40% of the income that they couldn't make it on. And I bought the lie. Many of you bought the lie too. I received my degree from Howard University, the Mecca. I have a degree in marketing from Howard University. I graduated in 1986. I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I'm a member of the International Fraternity of Delta Sigma Pi. I have frat brothers all over the world. And I came out of school and I was very blessed. I was very blessed because I was able to get into an industry that before I was 30, I was a six-figure earner. See, before network marketing, I was a pharmaceutical sales rep. So I know the other side of healthcare as well. I spent 15 years teaching doctors how to prescribe medicine. But what I understood was that in order for me to get paid, I had to get up every single day and go to work. And I was willing to do that. I was a good worker. I did it every day. I took my degree and I made my family proud. I made my neighborhood proud. I made everybody proud. But just like what's happening today, something showed up in my life very unexpectedly. I was raising two daughters as a single mom. I had just purchased my first home. I was working for a major pharmaceutical company. And one day I could not get up out of the bed. I wasn't sick. I wasn't broke. I thought I wasn't tired. I couldn't understand why I was crying all the time. Everything was falling apart in my life. And I didn't tell you all, even though I was making six figures, I was a very poor money manager. So I was making six and spending seven. So like many of you six-figure earners, I was still living from paycheck to paycheck. So I needed to go to work every day. But now I was too sick to go to work. And when I finally got the nerve to go to the doctor because my family got fed up, I found out that I was suffering with chronic depression. For the next 20 years, guys, I saw my life cycle out of control. It went up and down. I get it, then I lose it. I get it, then I lose it. I lost houses. I lost cars. I lost faith. I lost everything. But during one of those up seasons, I was introduced to an industry called network marketing. That was 25 years ago. And when they tell you that when you know better, you do better. And my mentor, TK Walker, says this all the time. It's not what you know that hurts you. It's what you don't know. And what I did not know was that wealthy people did not trade hours for dollars. You see, someone invited me to a forum similar to this. At that time, we went into a meeting inside of a room. I walked into the room and nobody in it looked like me. And the conversation was a different conversation than I had ever heard before. They were in there talking about different kind of money. They were talking about passive and residual income. I had never heard it before. Nobody at the School of Business at Howard University taught me. My parents didn't teach me because they didn't know. In that room, I learned that night that I could do something one time and pay for it over and over and over again. I learned that when I help other people get money, I could get paid like Oprah Winfrey, and it lit a fire inside of me. The company was Amway. I've been in this industry for 25 years, and at times, this was the only paycheck I received when I was going through depression. Let's get into these slides. So I want to let you know that you're hearing from someone who understands both sides of the fence. I know what it's like to be successful in corporate America. I know what it's like to be successful in college, even though between me and the however many people on this line, I did not graduate magna cum laude. I did not graduate summa cum laude. Your girl graduated, thank you, Lordy, because I like to party. If anybody knew me, they knew where the party was, but I still have a degree, okay? So tonight I want to teach you about this industry and tell you why you need to attach yourself and why you need to do it tonight, okay? Here's the question. The question becomes, what if? Now, everybody's what if is different. Your what if might be, what if you could stop commuting every day to work? Your what if might be, what if you could stop showing up at that computer that's in the second room next to your bedroom that haunts you every day now, because now home is work and work is home and home is work, school is home and home is school, and everything is coming together. What if we can show you how to buy your life back, buy your time back? Who would want more information? I think everybody on the line would, because you came to the line more than likely because somebody asked you if you wanted to get healthier, if you want to spend more time with your loved ones, if you want to have more financial security. Because my six-figure earners out there, I know you're on the line tonight. That ain't financial security. We learned that over this year during the pandemic. We're not here just to talk to you about money, guys. We're here to talk about something that has become so real in our lives that some of us are still pinching ourselves saying, God, why did you choose me? Because we're not just different here. This is a real company with real people who are getting real results. This company is documented. You know why? Because we stand behind two people who have a vision. Let me tell you something. I've been in this industry for 25 years, and there are four things that I look for when I evaluate a company that I am anticipating joining. The first thing is, who's running this ship? Who's sailing? Who is steering this ship? And when I found out that Mr. Kenny and Mrs. Shantae Lloyd were steering this ship, boom, number one knocked out, because documentation beats conversation. And one thing that I know about Mr. and Mrs. Lloyd, that they serve from their heart, but they also serve from their chest. Some of the most truthful words that have ever been spoken to me in my career came from Mr. Kenny Lloyd. And one thing I can tell you is this couple walked away from a 7-figure a month income when they were called by God to form this ark and to lead a group of people to freedom they have never encountered before. But what they know, because they're great visionaries, is that nobody can do this alone, that together everybody achieves more. So they went out and they found the best in class. They brought on Mr. Kevin Harris as our chief operations officer. I don't even know how to describe Kevin. I don't even know if he sleeps. I pray for Yolanda Harris. I hear her name all the time. He's a family man. He's a father, but he's a businessman. He understands this industry from both sides. And then you have the incomparable Lachelle Priere, our director of operations. I have had work experience with her in the past, and I tell you, you will never find a more consummate professional. She is a lady. She is classy, but when it comes time to get down to business, she knows how to roll up her sleeves with the fellas, and she gets it done. So on behalf of all the ladies, we salute you because she makes it happen. So we have this team that has come together, and behind this team are these amazing products. Let me tell you something. Number two, what I look for in a company are the products. I don't care who the leader is. If you're selling junk, it ain't going to work. And here we have documentation. Somebody type in the chat, documentation beats conversation. We have documentation that these products are best in class. They are the gold standard. They are quickly becoming the most widely used health and wellness products in this class within this industry. We're going to start with our flagship product, which is our Basia Detox Tea. Let me tell you something. I don't care if you're tall, short, fat, skinny, medium size, black, white, whatever. Everybody needs to detox. I'm sorry. Our world is such that you are inhaling toxins. You're walking on the earth. If you're walking around, if you're eating foods, most of which we don't know what is inside, you need to detox. Basia Detox Tea is going to get you where you need to go. This product is made with 4 basic ingredients, all of which are plant-based, okay? Number one, center. As Dr. Bramwell says, it gets the show on the road. It loosens that stuff up so it can begin to move the way it's designed to move through your body. And then you have your chamomile and your papaya. Most people believe that that is the reason why they're seeing decreases in inflammation, which is behind most diseases. And they also are getting better sleep, are just feeling some kind of good because of the chamomile and papaya. And then you have your fiber that comes in and finishes the job. That fiber comes in, and anything that thinks it's going to stick around, it's coming out. You simply will become the queen or the king of your throne, and one gets it done. You take one sachet of Basia tea, put it in a 16 ounces of water, shake it up, one a day, and that's going to promote healthy weight loss and also increase your energy. But everyone knows that if you are detoxing, your body does not sometimes know the good from the bad. So you need to bring on board a liquid supplement. And I am very intentional about saying liquid. Why? Because I've sold pharmaceuticals. I launched some of the drugs that you guys are putting in your body today. And one thing I know, the difference between a pill and a liquid supplement is that when you get the liquid, every bit of what you're taking is going to make it to where it needs to go, as opposed to a pill, which you're going to excrete a large portion of in your feces when you go to the bathroom. So you want to make sure you get something that goes directly to your bloodstream. That's very important. Valet 30 stands for vitamins and liquid energy, a true 30-day supply. Again, this too is designed to promote weight loss and increase your energy. Let me tell you something. Let me slip this in real quick. In any room you walk in, 9 out of the 10 people are looking for a way to either lose weight or get healthy. The world is our market. So you have this Valet 30 that's going to give them their D vitamins, their D3, their B vitamins, B1, B12, B6, all your biotin, everything your body needs. 95% of the essential body that your body, the vitamins that your body calls for daily. Okay. Now, next on board is the product that put me in this vicious love triangle, okay? Because when I first came on board, being a crazy coffee drinker, I immediately began to say, oh, the Caprice is my favorite product, and I fell in love. They had me at hello. But when I really got into this next product, our Flare, let me tell you something. If you are looking for a supplement, now, I tell y'all, I got a history with depression. Even though that is way behind me, I still take care of my brain as if it was tapping on the door. So the fact that it has selenium and chromium and green coffee bean extract made me excited because I know about these products and what they do for the brain. But when I got that smooth burst of energy, and when I know this girlfriend was not hungry at night, now, for all my nighttime eaters, got to get on the Flare. All my salt and vinegar chip people, let's be honest, we need some Flare. It will control your appetite. Most importantly, it gives you focus and clarity. Our lives have become just out of control over the last year, and some of us are busy trying to rebuild our lives, and what you need most is focus and clarity. And then the last product, which is named after our lady CEO, Caprice CBD infused coffee. Baby, let me tell you something. You have never had a better cup of coffee, and I will put money on that. You've never had a better cup of coffee. This is the best, highest blend of Colombian coffee beans, but what makes our coffee separate from every other is the CBD. Let me tell you something. CBD is so intelligent. God is so amazing. CBD is so intelligent that it goes where your body calls it. So if your issue is inflammation, it goes where you're inflamed. If someone else's issue is anxiety, it goes and does the work there. So this coffee, man, is changing the world. CBD, as a matter of fact, is changing the world. So since coffee is the second most widely consumed beverage on the planet, why not sneak the CBD in the coffee so you get something good and then you get something, as TK says, gooder at the same time, okay? So now we have the company that is solid financials. The leadership is solid. We have products that work. If I had time or space, I would have so many testimonies, we couldn't even stop the line, okay? But now I want to kind of switch gears and talk about the business. I want to talk about the opportunity, because many of you are here tonight because you're in a position in your life that you never anticipated. You have had to make so many changes so quickly over the last 365 days, and it still continues. We never anticipated that this era in our lives was going to last this long. But now we have to be like the person in Who Moved My Cheese. If you know that book, we got to make a move. So what do? We attach ourselves to a business model that is in line with what's going on today. Everybody's on social media. Like everybody, your children are on social media, your mother, your grandmother, everybody's on social media. And now what we do is we capitalize on the fact that the world is at our fingertips because of Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter. Now you have all of you know them all because y'all are on all of them. Here's what we say to you. If you change your conversation on social media, you can increase your compensation. We're not really even asking you to do nothing different. You got your phone in your hand all day anyway. How about if we teach you a system where you can turn your phone into an ATM machine? You literally can run your business from your smartphone. If you're going to pay the bill every month, make that phone work for you. And we're going to support you with different apps and different programs. Let me tell you like this. When you join this company, you are a 1099 business owner, just as if you had opened up a McDonald's or something. But you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You're going to have a whole host of people around you and a whole host of systems that have been created for you to win. Right from your smartphone, right from your laptop, right from your iPad, right from your living room. So how do we get paid? And why are we so excited? Because we have put together a system that works. It's called You Try It, Then You'll Buy It. We are so confident that our products are going to work that we give them away for free. I didn't stutter, nor did I fall asleep. We give you free product because we know that if you try it, you're going to buy it because now you want it. And then once you buy it, you're going to have an experience that's going to take you all the way through our system. Let's keep it moving. Let me tell you how this whole story works out. So we provide you with a sample, and then we provide you with all the help and support you need. We have a university that you can attend to learn not only about Tava, but about network marketing. And by the way, you don't have to be a part of Tava Nation to participate or get support from our university. So all the support you need, we've eliminated every excuse you could possibly use about starting a business. We got your back. Trust me, I've never been covered like this before in my life. Okay, so now why are these people running around so excited? Let me tell you why. Here's where the rubber meets the road. We have tapped into, somebody type in the chat, tap in. We have tapped into a 4.2 trillion. And that's not according to us. That is according to the Global Wellness Institute. They say that according to this institute, that the health and wellness industry is now worth $4.2 trillion and still growing. And all we're trying to do, my friends, for the guest on the line, is show you how you can get a piece of that, enough that it will pay you, your children, and your children's children. Somebody just hung up because they said, oh, it's one of those things. You know, everything ain't for everybody. And I finally got to the point, they used to call me the gangster recruiter because I just couldn't understand why people couldn't see this. But now I understand we're only looking for the people who are looking for us. So if you made it this far, all I want you to do now is just to talk about how we're about to pay you. Because I know if you stayed this long, this is for you. So ain't no backing out now. So how you going to get paid? 5 ways. Somebody put a 5 in the chat. The first way we get paid, and this is so phenomenal to me. When I think about it, I get chills. When I think about the fact that because I made a decision to join Tava, I now have access to the World Wide Web. You know, I think sometimes because we have such easy fingertip access to the world that we forget that we now have access to places that we'll never visit, places we've never seen, places we've never heard of. And what Tava does, when you sign up with Tava, you get your own free personal website. What happens is when your friends and your family members, because we're going to be tapping into your network, teaching you how to tap into your network. So when your family and friends go to your free website and they buy any of those 4 products that I described to you, every time they make a purchase, you make $25. So let's talk about it. Your cousin needs to lose weight. As a matter of fact, diabetes runs in your family. We don't make any medical claims, but we know some of these lifestyle diseases like diabetes and hypertension. If we learned how to change our diet and our exercise, we could shift that all around. So one cousin decides, I've had enough. I'm going to lose this weight. I'm going to get off this insulin, and I'm going to just get myself together. They go to your website and they buy all 4 products. They've been watching you for months. When you wake up in the morning, because they went in the middle of the night, by the way, because they couldn't get in a dress to go to work the next day because they got to go back into the office. And now you made $100 in your sleep because somebody else got an issue that you can solve for free. You get that website. Am I frozen? I don't know. So let's keep it moving. The next way we get paid is what happens naturally is that people begin to look good. Their skin is looking beautiful. Because of the Valet 30, people's hair are growing. People are losing pounds and inches. Everybody is having a good time with these products. The coffee's so delicious. Mr. Mora is using it after he works out. We all know that he don't, he's not making this up. It helps with so many things. So now everybody's looking at your cousin going, what are you doing? She's going to point them to you. And you're going to point them back to her and say, look, I've been waiting for you. I know that you understand that you know people that I don't know. Let's link up and do this together. Your cousin says yes. They pick one of these packets. Depending on the packet that they pick, you make anywhere from $30 to $450. Just because your one cousin decided, I want to change my life. The question becomes, how many cousins you got? How many friends do you have? How many coworkers have you worked with over the years? That's the question you should start asking yourself. Because now what happens is you and your cousin link up and y'all begin to talk to people because you changed your conversation to increase your compensation. So now 2 people get 2 people get 2 people get 2 people. Next thing you know, my true story is I've been with this company since November 22nd, 2020. To date, I've sponsored 30 people personally. But when I looked at my back office, I'm getting paid well over 200 people because people are going to talk to people who are going to talk to people. Next thing you know, your organization is what? Spreading all over the country. You're going to be getting paid out of places you've never visited. And that is called our binary pay. Okay. And what happens is at the end of every week, the company is going to take a snapshot of your volume. Because we'll explain that to you once you sit down with your person who invited you to the line. They're going to explain this in more detail. But just know that this form of pay, another weekly form, by the way, the first 2 we get paid every week, in case I didn't tell you. On this way of pay, you get paid anywhere from $1 a week to $50,000 a week. Again, I just lost some viewers, but for those of you who are still here, we have people on the line tonight who have, as TK says, 2 numbers, a comma, 3 numbers, a comma, a period, and then 2 numbers behind that. You do the math, okay? So now you're getting paid from your weekly from your website, which is free with enrollment. You're getting paid for every single network that you open in a Fast Start bonus. For every person that you personally enrolled, you're going to get a one-time bonus every week. So if you enroll 1 person or 10 people, you get a bonus for every last one of them. You're going to get paid anywhere from $10 to $1 to $50,000 in your binary, 10 to 25%. And then the 4th way, now that's going to make you rich. The 4th way, shut it down. I'm telling you, you've never seen it. You'll never see it anywhere else but in our industry, and it is making people wealthy. Somebody type wealthy in the chat. This is the reason why lives are changing. Because when you hit the position of director, which just simply means you help people and you got 2,000 in volume on both sides, and you get a month to do that. It's so easy to do, okay? And you got to get a lot of help. So say your 2 people came in, and you hit director, and your job is now to help them meet their goals. So say they each made $500 for the week. Let's bring it down. Say they made $200 for the week. You're going to get a 50% check match. Somebody type check match in the chat. You're going to get a 50% check match on both Jim and Jay. So now if Jim made 200 and Jay made 200, how much did you make? $100. I mean, you made $200 because they're going to get their 200, but you get 100 from Jim, 100 from Jay. The question becomes again, how many people do you know who you can help reach their goals so that you can reach yours? And then the last way we get paid. Oh, I forgot. Jim and Jay brought in, like say each they brought in 2 people. You're going to get paid anywhere from 10 to 50% of everybody on your second level. It just doesn't make sense in the real world, but this is how we get paid. So now you're getting paid weekly from your free website. You're getting paid weekly for a bonus for every person you introduce to the business. You're getting paid weekly 10 to 25% of your total volume from the entire team. That check can range from $1 to $50,000. And then you're getting check match for everybody that you personally enrolled. You're getting 50% of their binary check. And for everybody they personally enrolled on your second level, depending on your position, you get 10 to 50%. Baby, when I tell you that check could get real nice, and that, guess what the best part is? You control the money. You control how much you make based on how hard you work. And when I say hard, I'm not talking that wade in the water hard. I'm talking smart, linking up with the right people, being in alignment, following the system. It becomes like clockwork after a while. And then when you get to the position of diamond, and we have several diamonds on the line tonight, I say to all of you, I commend you. Those of you who were here from the beginning and those of you who just got here, I know what it takes to become a diamond. And you know what it takes in the natural. It's pretty much parallel, okay? You're going to have to really dig down deep inside yourself to hit that position. And when you do, our company awards you with either a Porsche or a Tesla. How about in the chat, you tell me if you team Porsche or team Tesla, because you're going to have to pick one, because depending on where you are in the diamond realm, they're going to give you anywhere from $1,000 to $2,500. And while we're here, I want to celebrate my personal sponsor, my soror, my dear sister and friend, Miss TK Walker, for being the first to hit the triple diamond position. Now she now gets $2,000 a month. While I was in Houston a couple of weeks ago, delivered to her front door was a 2021 Porsche something of a one another. And I don't know what it's called, but I know it was pretty. And when I got inside of it and we drove to the restaurant, I felt like I got money. I said, ooh, this is lifestyle. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's a lifestyle for real. It felt good. How many of you just threw your dreams away? I'm going to ask you tonight to pick up your dreams. I want to also shout out all the new diamonds, Mr. Joseph Newman, brand new diamond, Mrs. and Mrs. Nina and Paula Nina Mora, brand new double diamonds. Let me tell you something. It's happening over here. It is happening over here. And I can't name all the diamonds who came before them, but let me tell you something. There is room for you on this arc. We are right now on a tour. We're traveling everywhere in the country to pick you up. When the arc shows up in your city, baby, and the thing comes down, you dare not get on, because you're going to miss the ride of a lifetime. I'm telling you right now. So you want to say now, how do I get started? How do I get on this arc? I want in. If this lady would just stop talking, I'm in like Flynn. It's so easy. Somebody type in the chat. It's so easy. We ain't talking about going and asking your family, can everybody loan you $100 so you can do this, that, or the third. We talking about tap into your next paycheck. Tap into your stimulus check. Some of you got your income tax check. Some of you been saving money for a business. We're talking anywhere from $99 to $1,200 can start your business and tap you in to the baddest company in the land, the most impressive industry on the market. You're tapping into the weight loss industry. You're tapping into the coffee industry. You're tapping into the energy industry. You're tapping into the health and wellness industry. Baby, you're going to be tapped in for less than $1,500. It's so easy. Now, how do you decide where to start? I say, to thine own self be true. The truth of the matter is, if you got $1,400, why not start at the $1,200 position? That doesn't make sense. If you got $1,200 to invest, then start big and go fast. We got people who've done that and flipped that over and over and over again. But if you don't have that, don't fool yourself. Get in where you fit in, because everybody can find $99. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do as I close this call out. Pretend, mothers, that your child, you just got a phone call that they got your baby. and it's going to cost you $500 tonight to get your baby. I want you to use that energy. Use that energy. And because for real, they got your baby. And they got your baby's baby and their baby. And if somebody in that family don't make a decision to turn this thing around, then they're going to have every baby that come down your family from this point on. So my name is Dori Ray. On all of my social media platforms, I'm known as Dori on Purpose. I am the most excited girl in town. When you see me, I'm always turned up because I'm blessed to be a part of this amazing opportunity. So get back to the person who invited you to this call tonight. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. We appreciate you, and we hope to see you on the arc. Peace and love, and have a great night. Let's go.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, let go. It's a lifestyle, let go. Yeah, ay.
Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. Yeah, it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle.
We gon' let it spray forever, not just right now. We gon' let it spray forever, it's a lifestyle.
Ooh, 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 it's a lifestyle. Ooh, 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 Tava lifestyle. Got me feeling like I will live forever. No, they dying, but it still ain't no pressure. It's an art, like a ship, it's a vessel. We rising to another level. We move with purpose, life is great now. Yeah, maybe I deserve it, feel like Tank now. Put some millions in my bank now. Changing lives up every day now.